I described it on radio. I think we can do that on the media. We described it as a must-win game. I presume you didn't say that in the dressing room, but it was certainly a must-win game as far as we're concerned, and you did it.
The last 4 have been must-wins. Unfortunately, we haven't, taken maximum points from them all. So we find ourselves, in the same situation we were before the week we entered the weekend. But I think 2 great performances over the weekend have kept us in with a fighting shout. The point of draws and probably should have been 3. They deserve 3, I think. And then today, they were by far the superior team right from the off. I mean, there was 1 or 2 little bits of play from Colwyn and some anxious moments at the end. What was going to be a nervous day, but throughout the whole 90, I felt we should have had 5 or 6, 7 goals. Really.
Yeah, before we scored. I mean, we scored in 11 minutes, good start, but before that we could have had 3 goals.
Yeah, we asked for a bright start and got it from them. We did that against draws and didn't take our chances, and then obviously another sucker punch from the edge of the penalty area puts them level when they didn't really deserve to be in the game. So in the end, what it was about scraping 3 points, and we've done that. So we've got to move on now to next weekend.
2 goals in 5 minutes at the start of the second half. That set you up nicely. Carl May was clearly pleased with that, with his celebration. Doesn't score many, but he certainly enjoyed it.
You can tell, can't you, the way he celebrated. He doesn't know what he's doing. But no, the 2 goals came at a great time. After what was a sort of a nervy but upbeat half-time talk to them, because of the way they'd gone about the first half. We knew we needed to get a couple of good ones early on. A good 20 minutes out of them would set us up, and the goals came at the right time, which eased a bit of pressure.
The third goal, Phil McCluck, I thought he was outstanding today with his energy, and that goal was typical, really. I think the fullback or the goalkeeper should have been favourites, but he nipped in and got the ball and got the goal.
Yeah, the 1-11 today never gave up and had that spirit there. But yeah, what you get from Philip every week is a little bit of that, and he made that himself. I think they were both waiting for each other, but his energy levels and his pace and his strength got him there, and a vital goal for us it was. But yeah, generally today, he was very strong and fit and showed what he's done all season. He's a great competitor.
The 2 subs you brought on, strikers, both could have finished with a goal. Young Beck had a header off the line, and Marty Barclay, a good save by the keeper.
Yes, as I say, we created chances all day by playing down the sides of Colwyn, which was one of the, our game plan was to stretch the back four. We knew that we would get joy from doing that with the ability that we've got on the side. So very pleasing from that point of view. It would have been nice to see both of them get a goal. Matthew to get his first one here and Mark to get another one. But at the end of the day, it was about the squad, the team taking 3 points, and that's what we did.
And looking at the league table, everybody does. I saw everybody was looking for the results today. Some go for you, some against, but it's an amazing battle down there. There's 10 teams, Darren, that could be still, candidates for the 3rd bottom.
Yeah, I think from this result today, it's now brought Colwyn in there as well, which is good for us from a point of view of other teams that are playing with the nervous tension that we're playing with, so from a neutral point of view, it's exciting, mostly, but when you're in here, it is nervy, and it is going to be tense, and it's going to go to the last game of the season without a shadow of a doubt now. So we've got our mind on that, me and myself and Tony, but the players, they're just focused now on next weekend and trying to pick some points up there. We're now 5 games unbeaten and playing reasonably well. So the teams like Colwyn, who are on a bit of a slump, I think it's 5 or 6 now without a win, so we're going in the right direction, and there's 1 or 2 coming in the wrong direction, so it's going to be very close.
Yeah, I think that's important. That's now 5 games unbeaten, 2 wins and 3 draws. At this time of the season, when the battle is on, it's important to keep that momentum going, that impetus, and the form we've shown, as you say, in the last few matches.
Yeah, of course, and I think if we said to them before Drawston on Saturday that if we can go unbeaten until the end of the season, we should stay up, because we thought we'd pick a couple of wins up on the way, and if we do that, as I say, stay unbeaten, then it's unlucky if you go down with 50 points, but it may take 50 to get out of trouble.
What about what's the training like in a week? You've had 2 games in 3 days over the weekend. You give them a break obviously tomorrow, and then come back.
Yeah,
on Thursday.
just going to train on Thursday now, and again that'll just be a little bit of chat about Corby and what they do, but generally we have to keep focused on what we do, and I think if we play to our strengths with the enthusiasm and the energy levels, and then keep that little bit of composure around the opposition penalty area, I'm sure we can get something at Corby.
Another, I thought, outstanding performance again, experience and command at the back by Adam Flynn, who's really been a shrewd recruitment for you, Darren.
Yeah, he's done very well. It's difficult to single people out when you've had a performance like that. David Hewson was immense again today in there, Anthony Wright, all these kind of guys. Gareth Arneson, has run a marathon in the last 2 games for the cause. the whole back four we were going to change and freshen them up, but they've been sort of the catalyst, the four of them in there. Even when we missed Gary, we were a bit nervous about that, but managed to get Flinney in, and Bones and Goose have moved into full back positions and done very well. So the four again were so solid today, and that was pleasing to see. Obviously the season isn't over, but you'll be looking ahead once the end of the season's finished. Would Flynn be in your plans for next year if possible? Yeah, that's why he's here. That's why we brought him in with that in mind. I mean, there'll be a bit of discussion. He lives a long way away, so I don't think, as much as it's nice travelling through the Lake District, I don't think it's one of his favourite journeys, Walshy. So again, we'll have that to go against. Other teams will see him play like he's doing and want to try and get hold of him. So it'll be tough to keep him here next season, but we'll be trying. And a young centre half who was on loan to us earlier in the season, you might have heard or not, he was sent off today for Darlington, and he's obviously been playing really well for them, and they got well beaten, but not a good thing for him at that age of his career. No, but John will learn from that, whatever the situation is regarding his sending off. I'm sure he's mentally strong, and he'll respond from that, so he's got a big future ahead of him. I believe he's, from what people have said to me, he's done well for Darlington, so he did well for us, and without his help we would probably been further in trouble. So again, he'll be okay from that, I'm sure, the boy. Darren, thanks very much indeed. Cheers.